divorced my wife in 1983, there were rumors that Kalonzo used to, and by that time he was moving with my former wife. But I had no issues, and they continued with the same relationship until recently, when she left when she left my house, which she had been housed by me through the courtesy of my children. And I think Kalonzo took her and introduced her to some political operatives who went ahead to fund her. But all that is not a problem with me or to me. But the most issue of concern here is the way he has been behaving, because I didn't know when I was actually helping him and supporting him, despite the fact that there were rumors indicating and for him being connected with that woman, Kavindu. I kept quiet. But little did I know that when I was helping him, when he was collecting money from me, when I was funding the party he was heading, when I supported him in 2007 to be the presidential candidate, I didn't know this intention was to get to power and finish me because of a woman who was not even with me. But that came out now clearly on Wednesday. And I want to tell Kalonzo that Agnes is not my wife. You can go ahead and marry her. We know what you did to your wife. We know what you did to your wife. We know what happened. Some of us is things we don't want to talk about, but we have kept quiet. So if you want to marry Kavindu, go to church or go and conduct a customary law of marriage and make her your wife. Why do you have to try and intimidate me? Why did you want to try and shame me? If it is about politics, let us do politics, me and you, and compete in politics. But let us not bring our families to politics. Although this woman is not my wife, but I have children with her. Children are with me. So you are acting them by your utterances. And you always pretended to be a diplomat. You always pretended to be an innocent person. You always pretended to be a person who can be trusted. But now it has come out to show who you are in your true colors. You are not a Christian. The diplomat does not exist in you, and know what you have is a pretense. So I want kindly to ask you to remember your journey through politics. And I want to say, Kalonzo, you are a cursed man. Late Mundu Mutisia cursed you. And if you want witnesses, I will line up witnesses to testify when Mundu died. He was not in talking terms with you, despite the fact he's the one who made you to be who you are and to reach where you have reached with the assistance of some of us. When Paul Gay died, you cannot give evidence one day Gay has ever visited in one of your offices. And when you used to hear that Gay is around the building that you used to have your government offices as a minister, you used to order Askaris to make sure that it does not come close to your door. So sooner or later, I'm going to write things and say things about you. I will invite members of the press now and tell Kenyans who you are, because I promised Kenyans to tell them who you are. So for the time being, I want to ask you to desist from mentioning my name, talking about me. Take Kavindu, go with her. You are not the first person to marry divorced women, and everybody knows you. You have been snooping, going around, following either widows who has been left by their husbands or divorced women. Because you are not a man who can walk and seduce a woman and marry her. You know, unless you try to take advantage of situations and find yourself with a lady. I want to warn you. I want to tell you, this journey between me and you politically has started. And let us, me and you, not try to hide behind families. Let us face one another politically. And time will tell.